I'm sorry to drag you into Markarth's problems, but after that attack in the market, I'm running out of time. You're an outsider. You're dangerous looking. You'll do. You want answers? Well, so do I. So does everyone in the city. A man goes crazy in the market. Everyone knows he's a forsworn agent. Guards do nothing. Nothing but clean up the mess. This has been going on for years, and all I've been able to find is murder and blood. I need help. Please, you find out why that woman was attacked, who's behind Waylon and the Forsworn, and I'll pay you for any information you bring me. She's not from Markarth. The air about her screamed outsider. Visitors to the city usually stay at the Silverblood Inn. He was one of the smelter workers. I used to have a job down there myself, casting silver ingots. I never knew much about Waylon, except he lives in the Warrens, like all the other workers. They're remnants of the old rulers of Markarth, natives of the Reach, followers of the old ways. The Nords drove them out of the city, Ulfric Stormcloak and his men. That was about 20 years ago. But somehow they're still here, and they're killing people. Yes, it all started when I was a boy. My father owned one of the mines, rare for anyone who isn't a Nord. He was killed. Guards said it was just a madman, but everyone knew the murderer was a member of the Forsworn. I've been trying to find out why ever since. Gotten nowhere so far. And then I got married. Have a child of my own on the way. I swore I was going to just give up for my child's sake, but it's like my father's ghost is haunting me, asking me why. Yes, it all started when I was a boy. My father owned one of the mines, rare for anyone who isn't a Nord.
You're that one from the college. Heard about you. Best offense is a good defense, am I right?
Can I help you? The Warrens isn't a place for your type. Oh yes, I know everyone who sleeps in the Warrens. Kind of the one who passes the keys around. I guess someone else will be taking his room now. Sorry, but you don't exactly belong here. Trust is hard to come by here. But all right. That's right. Welcome to Markarth, traveler. Thank the Divines you can choose to live somewhere else. It's where you go when you can't afford a room anywhere else. About the time they opened the mines, someone got the idea to throw beds in here. Laborers, the sick, the lame, we're all here. All right then.
You don't want to be here. No one wants to.
You've been digging around where you don't belong. It's time you learned a lesson. Let's go.
I'm no fan of the sun.
See what you're made of. Son of a lucky kid. You won't get away from me. That's your bet, huh? You won't get away from me. Gods, no. You mangy piece of pit bait. I was sent by Nepos the Nose. The old man hands out the orders. He told me to make sure you didn't get in the way. That's all I know, I swear.
I oversee Markarth's smelter. Worker get... You're not one of my workers. What are you doing here? Oh yes, Waylon. Bastard could have at least gone crazy after we made our silver quota. Whatever you want to know, I don't care. I run a smelter, that's it. Fine. I did notice something odd the last time we handed out the pay. Little extra slip of paper for Waylon. Took it right to his room after he got it. Every other day, seems one of the laborers runs off to the hills saying he'll join the Forsworn. You don't like the Nords? Fine. But pledging your whole life to killing them, that's just dumb. Fight well.
Is your armor made of dragon skins? By the gods.
Come on in. The Silverblood Inn has plenty
This
of strong
one's a
drink
favorite of
and
mine.
clean rooms.
A legend we all know and love.
Unlike my husband Klepper, I watch after. Yes. Rented the nicest room we had for a whole month. Best we all forget about her. Bad luck to talk about the dead in Markarth. I should remind Klepper to clean this place up.
No offense,
Being a
but
pig-headed
you're
old-
not looking so good.
This is the Silverblood Inn. I'll let you figure out who owns it by yourself. Did you hear? The Hall of the Dead is closed. Brother Veralis isn't the most popular man in town right now. Degane the Beggar got himself kicked out of the Temple of Dibella. Caused quite the ruckus. Degane the Beggar got himself kicked out of the Temple of Dibella. Caused quite the ruckus. Remember, ale is cheaper than blood.
You look like someone who can hold their liquor. How about a friendly contest to win a staff?
And Sons deserves nothing but the finest here.
Ha! We'll see about that. This is a special brew. Very strong stuff. Let's get started.
For the finest drinks anyhow.
My father, Klepper,
I wasn't
I'll
aware
start
that
round
Lisbeth
one.
was having
Down
trouble.
the hatch.
Is Arnleif and Sons not doing a good turn of business these days?
What,
My
are you
mother and
blind?
father yell a
That
lot.
store is empty.
Always has.
Your turn. Get almost every shipment that comes in. One down, my friend. One down.
I'm so sorry to
And
hear
another
that.
one for me. No, you aren't.
Yes?
And how about you? So says you. I think I've hit my limit on these things. Tell you what, one more and you win the contest. Wow, you've really done it. The staff is yours. You know, you're a fun person to drink with. I know this great little place where the wine flows like water. We should head there. Hey, you don't look so good.
To our youth.
Wake up. That's right. It's time to wake up, you drunken blasphemer. I see. So, you don't remember fondling the statuary, then? I'm guessing you also don't remember coming in here and blathering incoherently about marriage or a goat. Which means you don't remember losing your temper and throwing trash all over the temple. Well, you were deep in your cups when you got here. You were ranting, but most of it was slurred. You said something about Rorikstead. I'm sorry. The Temple of Dibella is closed. You can receive your blessing if you wish, but the other sisters are in seclusion.
A fight.
It's really dead then.
You've got a lot of nerve showing yourself in this town again. What do you have to say for yourself? Sorry's not good enough. Not while my Gleda's still out there alone and afraid. You kidnapped her and sold her to that giant. You're damn right it does. I'll never breed another prize-winning goat like Gleda. And don't you think of coming back to Rorikstead until you get her back from that giant. See you. You're looking a little rough around the edges. You feeling all right? Name's Ennis. If you've got friends who do business in Whiterun, they might know me. You talked to Reldi? Gleda! And not a scratch on her. Happy day! I still can't figure out why you stole her. You left a note explaining it, but half of it was gibberish and the rest had mead spilled on it. Only bit I could make out was repaying Isolde in Whiterun, and even that's mostly scribbles. Guess you could try there. Until next time.
There's been talk amongst the guards that you are dragonborn. Such a thing.
So, you're finally back. Look, I've been patient, but you still owe me. It's not about the money, really. I wouldn't have given you the wedding ring on credit if you weren't so obviously in love. But if there isn't going to be a wedding, the least you can do is give the ring back. That was one of my best pieces. You went right out to give it to your fiancé. Don't you even remember where you left him? And after you told me that sweet story of how you met in Witchmist Grove, I can see why he left you. Before my ma and da passed, I told them that one day, I'd become the best trader in Skyrim. I met one of the caravan leaders, Madran. He said he'd help me get started if I could bring him a mammoth's tusk. Easier said than done. You'd do that? If you find one, I could teach you a thing or two about trading. Help you get a fair bargain in the future? How could you forget? It was the sweetest story I'd ever heard. You met at the full moon, under the biggest tree in Witchmist Grove, surrounded by fireflies. It was straight out of a storybook. About the same as everyone else? They're the catfolk of Elsewhere. Great warriors, good traders. Way I hear it, Elsewhere ain't nothing like Skyrim. It's got tropical forests and dusty badlands. It sounds awful. Yeah, these Khajiit make a living traveling the roads and selling their wares. It's got to be tough. Skyrim's a hard enough land when you've got a roof over your head. Worst thing is, nobody wants them in the cities. Nobody trusts them. Reputation, mostly. A lot of Khajiit turn to smuggling and thievery to get by. A few bad apples spoil the bunch. You know how it is. Farewell.
Darling, I've been waiting for you to return, to consummate our love. What? You want it for that hussy Esmeralda with the dark feathers, don't you? I won't let her have you.
Where'd you come from?
Die, yeah.
Done and done. I'm no fan of the sun, but it would be better than this. Where'd you come What a curious city. It's so... open.
Got some good pieces out here if you're looking to buy. More inside.
Need something?
Don't take this. Thank you. This should turn that old cat's gaze. Maybe I'll be able to become a caravaneer myself one day. As promised, let me show you a thing or two about bargaining. Don't want some shifty merchant giving you a raw trade. Excellent. Sorry it didn't work out. I know how excited you were for the wedding. You kept saying it would be a huge ceremony at Morvenskar. You said you even had some magic staff that would handle all of the guests. Farewell.
Everything's for... Oh, a bit of this and a bit of that. Do come back.
All I can think about is my son, my Thorold. They say that he was killed, but I know better. I know my son is alive. Those battle-born, they're in with the Imperials. They know it too, and yet they lie to my very face. I just know it. I could feel it in my heart. You have to believe me. Please visit me at my home. I can tell you the whole story.
It's so bright out here. I don't know how you stand it.
Finest cuts.
Life's hard enough with that bard Mikhail is begging for a dagger up against his throat, the way he goes on about me. I heard him boasting at the Bannered Mare, saying he'll conquer me as a true Nord conquers any harsh beast. Huh. If you want to try, go right ahead. I don't think anything will get through that thick skull of his, though. Remember, fresh fruit and vegetables every... Hey. Mostly.
Come on in. Just stoke the fire. Take a seat and get the cold out.
I'm a bard by trade. Carlotta put you up to this, didn't she? I'm sorry, but that fiery widow is mine. She just doesn't know it yet. Maybe you're right. I guess I just didn't want anyone to think I couldn't handle one Nord lass. On my honor, I won't bother Carlotta ever again. It's the leaving that's hardest, I know. I don't. There's a whole college up in Solitude where they teach the arts. Song, lute playing, poetry. I studied there myself. Had to leave over a misunderstanding with a head mistress. Well, more a misunderstanding with her husband. Yeah, take care of yourself.
If it's work you need, drink for the thirsty, food for the hungry. Need anything else? Just let me know.
How do you feel? Really? You convinced that lute player to stop chasing me? I'd thank the gods, but I'll settle for thanking you. Here's some coin for your help.
The finest cuts, fresh from the wilds.
You've got no idea. Half the men in Whiterun have proposed to me. Some were even single. They'll never understand. No amount of flowers or honeyed words are going to change my mind. Right now, all that matters is my daughter Mila. No man's going to get between me and my little girl. Oh, a bit of this and a bit of that. Remember, fresh fruit and vegetables every day.
The finest trinkets, odds and ends, that sort of thing. Oh yes, hunting is my great passion. That's why my brother and I opened a shop to sell hunting supplies. It's the Drunken Huntsman, down by the main gate. He tends the store, and I've got this stall. Good hunting.
You tried mercenary work? It might suit you.
This is a local favorite and one of the first songs I ever learned. Ragnar the Red. Oh, there once was a hero named Ragnar.
Damn you! Enough!
All day and night. What do I do?
You
I
work the forge.
That'll teach you.
Watch it there, sister.
Did you hear something?
Come on!
That's the best you can do!
Tough day for you. I'm gonna crush you.
Above, guide me!
You're good at that.
Kill the beast!
You're here. I was beginning to think you might not make it. I thought you might not remember your first trip here. You had a big night. I think you've definitely earned the staff. Oh, the Hagraven feather and so on. You can throw all those out. You see, I really just needed something to encourage you to go out into the world and spread merriment. I don't owe you money, do I? Let's be honest here. I don't always think my decisions through. But you're going places. Maybe a little influence from your old Uncle Sanguine could help adjust your course a bit. All right, then. All right, then. What do you want? What do you want? What do you want? I am Sanguine, Daedric Prince of Debauchery. I know. How could I lie to you? Well, how could I trust you until we've shared a few drinks? But it wasn't long before I realized you'd make a more interesting bearer of my not-quite-holy staff than this waste of flesh. My pleasure, but I think it's time for you to go. No fun keeping you locked up in here with the staff.
Come on in. The
Songs
Inn has plenty of
are
strong
just
drink.
old memories that help the mead go down quicker.
You look worse than I feel.
We drink to our youth. Today is come and gone. For the
This is the
age
Silver
of
Blood
aggression
Inn.
is just
Let's sate that
about
appetite,
done.
Remember,
We'll drive
ale
out
is cheaper
the
than
storm
blood in
clouds and
Markarth.
restore what we often.
You lost? What do you need, my Thane? Honor to you, my Thane.
No offense, but you're not looking so good. Are you feeling ill?
Come on in. The Silverblood Inn has plenty of strong drink and clean rooms.
Unlike my husband Klepper, I watch after our guests. Now you just tell me if you need something. I
My
should
father
remind
Klepper
to
is the one you want to talk to.
I'm what you'd call a soldier of fortune. Make me an offer, and I just might fight at your side.
What can an old skull do for you, huh? That's about the truth of it. Write tales about the sights I've seen, the battles I've fought. Earned quite a name for myself when I was younger. The Bard's College still teaches some of my work to their students.
Watch
Good
your back,
fighting
friend.
to you.
Better yet,
yes?
Pay me to do it for you.
There's no shipments coming in, so I do nothing.
This is the Silverblood Inn. Ah, yes. Rented the nicest room we had for a whole month. Best we all forget about her. Bad luck to talk about the dead in Markarth. Remember, ale is cheaper than blood
You
in
come right.
Markarth.
Yes. Rented the nicest room we had for a whole month. Best we all forget about her. Bad luck to talk about the dead in Markarth.